with you. Oh, you're back. Hey, get a load of this. Today we're making honey roasted salad tomatoes. Okay? It's real simple, few ingredients. You're gonna enjoy this. They're tasty. Look at this. You know how I do it. Look at that. Is that nice? It's nice, right? Let me get a little taste. Hopefully I don't burn my face off, because these literally just came out of the oven. For real. For real. Oh yeah. Sweet. From the honey. Had that roasted flavor to it. Oh, you are definitely going to enjoy this. Watch the video. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Real sweet and simple. So, we have about a tablespoon right here of parsley. This is dried parsley, is all I had. So, then we got a teaspoon black pepper, teaspoon kosher salt. We're gonna need some honey. And again, this is to taste, but we're gonna need probably about a quarter of a cup. Extra virgin olive oil. We're probably gonna need again about a quarter of a cup. And then here we have our salad tomatoes. Now, I'm going to be halving these, and then we're going to mix up the seasonings. The parsley is going to be for garnish. So let's get this process going. Now these tomatoes, like I said, we're just going to half them. Just cut them in half, long ways, just like that. Put them in the bowl. Just that easy. Now if you want, you can take the seeds out. It's up to you. You know, you can even leave them whole if you want. I just like cutting mine. Again, if you're not a fan of the seeds, take them out. Because when you roast these, like any tomato, there's going to be a lot of liquid in it. Next step. Okay, now let's get this all seasoned up. First thing we're going to do is add olive oil. Get olive oil added in there. And I like to do this in a bowl because it helps with the coating of them. Our salt. The salt is going to pull more of the liquid out. Now our pepper. Now before we add the honey, we want to mix this up. Make sure everything's nice and coated. Right, get it in there. I mean, don't go too rough. You're not crushing them. All you're doing is mixing the seasonings. Now, if you want to add oregano, you could. Thyme, basil, it's up to you. Okay, now we're going to add the honey. So now let's add our honey. And again, this is a taste. Okay, get the honey in there. Let me switch up my honey beer. Let's get that honey in there. To taste. Here we go. And now we're going to mix this. Make sure the honey's in it. Again, be careful not to crush the tomatoes. There we go. Now let's get this on the cookie sheet. Next step is to arrange these. I like to arrange them on the cookie sheet or the baking pan with the flesh side up. It's just me. I mean, if you want, you can just dump them in here. Completely up to you. You don't want them touching though. Don't let them touch. You want the air to be able to circulate around them if possible. And yes, I know, as soon as I pick this up, they're gonna shift. I know that. Let's get these in the oven. Now that these are ready to go in the oven, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put them into a 375-degree oven, right? For about 45 minutes, maybe 55 minutes, up to an hour, but you watch it, right? After it hits that 40-minute mark, you wanna start checking them, okay? You want a nice char on them. You don't want to burn them up. You just want a nice char, right? And something else you could do is, when you go to check it, flip them over, okay? So that underside can get some love from the heat, okay? So we're going to put this in the oven, right? And with the temperature being so hot, it's also going to evaporate a lot of that juice. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So let's get that in the oven. Into 375-degree oven. The center. Here we go. See you in about 40 minutes. Alright, it's been 40 minutes. Let's give these guys a turn over here. And we're going to increase the temperature to 400. We're going to let these go for 5 minutes. And then we're going to turn them back over and let them go for an additional 10 minutes. Now 5 minutes up. Now let's turn these guys back over. And we're going to give these guys 10 minutes at 400 degrees to go ahead and finish these guys off. I want just a slight char on them. You know, that's what I'm looking for. Back in the oven, 10 minutes. Now, a quick note about roasting tomatoes, right? You want a lot of the water to evaporate, okay? You don't want juices everywhere because you're roasting them, right? So you want the edges to be slightly, a little charred, if you will. You want a little blistering, right? But you don't want to burn them up. So at this stage, keep checking on them until you get the desired color that you want. Let's get back to it. These guys are done to my satisfaction. They're not as charred, but hey, it'll work. So let's get this plated up. Carefully get these on here. And I'm using a spoon because it's just easier for placement. Alright. Now I take our garnish, parsley, and sprinkle it around. There we have it. So here we have our honey roasted salad tomatoes. They're delicious. I hope you try this out. Hey, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hey, give me some recommendations as well. And if you're not part of the Peanut Gallery, hey, hit the subscribe button, right? Join the family. If you can, share me out. And also, connect with me on Instagram, right? So you can always know what I got coming up next. That being said, this Shrashira, I gotta eat some tomatoes.